Welcome back, Wrestling Warriors. Here on Matt Mysteries, we drop fresh WWE news every day. Subscribe and let's suplex our way into the stories. Naomi is back, and the energy she brought with her return to SmackDown could light up an entire arena. After taking time away to welcome a new chapter in her life through motherhood, the former champion made her highly anticipated comeback this week. The crowd's reaction said it all: pure love, excitement, and respect. Naomi looked focused, confident, and better than ever, proving that time away didn't slow her down. It refined her. But this wasn't just another comeback. Naomi didn't walk into the same women's division she left behind. The landscape has completely shifted, and standing tall at the top now is Jade Cargill, the powerhouse who captured the WWE Women's Championship by defeating Tiffany Stratton. The question on everyone's mind was simple: what happens when the glow meets the storm? Naomi answered that question in a way nobody expected, by sending a fiery, unapologetic message straight to the new champion that immediately set the wrestling world buzzing. The new era Naomi walked into, while Naomi was away building her family and recharging personally, the WWE Women's division evolved into something entirely new. Superstars like Tiffany Stratton, Bianca Belair, and Io Sky helped redefine the standard of athleticism and showmanship on SmackDown. But the biggest shift came with Jade Cargill's arrival. Coming from AEW with an undefeated streak and undeniable presence, Jade didn't just walk through the door, she broke it down. Her championship win against Stratton solidified her as a dominant figure on the roster, a statement that the future of WWE's women's division was powerful, confident, and unapologetically bold. For Naomi, who had spent years building her credibility within WWE, that had to feel surreal. The title she once held, the top position she fought for, now resting on the waist of someone who wasn't even in WWE when she left. There was no malice in her tone, but there was unmistakable fire. Naomi knew she was walking into a changed world, and her return wasn't about nostalgia. It was about reclaiming her place in this new, high-stakes era. The message that shook the division. When Naomi took the microphone, it wasn't the sweet, feel-good homecoming speech some fans expected. Instead, it was a statement of intent. She looked Jade Cargill's reign right in the eye and made it clear that she wasn't intimidated by the new Queen of SmackDown. Naomi didn't mince words. She questioned whether Jade's rapid rise to the top was built on genuine competition or convenience. She pointed out that while Jade has the look and the power, the true test of a champion lies in who she's beaten and how she's handled adversity. Naomi reminded everyone that she's faced legends, from Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch to Bayley and Sasha Banks, women who built the foundation Jade now stands on. Her words weren't disrespectful. They were challenging, the kind of message that comes from a veteran who's earned her stripes. Naomi essentially told Jade, "If you're the best, prove it." It wasn't bitterness. It was belief. And in wrestling, nothing draws fire like belief backed by history. Jade Cargill's crown and Naomi's challenge. There's no denying Jade Cargill's star power. She's athletic, magnetic, and carries herself like someone born to be a champion. Her transition from AEW to WWE was one of the most talked-about moves in recent memory, and her quick rise through the ranks proved that she's not just hype, she's the real deal. But Naomi's return has now given Jade her first true test. It's not about muscles or dominance anymore. It's about legacy, storytelling, and the ability to connect with fans who've seen it all. Naomi's message struck at something deeper than wins and losses. It questioned whether Jade understands the weight of carrying the women's division, of representing its history while shaping its future. And that's what makes this feud so compelling. You have Naomi, a veteran who's fought through every era, and Jade, a phenom trying to define her own. It's respect meeting rivalry. Not about tearing each other down, but proving who truly belongs at the top of the mountain. Experience versus ascendancy. What makes this potential rivalry so fascinating is the contrast between these two women. Naomi's experience and resilience versus Jade's power and momentum. Naomi has been in the trenches, winning championships, dancing through setbacks, and reinventing herself when others doubted her. She's one of WWE's most naturally gifted athletes, with creativity and agility that have made her matches unforgettable. Jade, meanwhile, is the definition of dominance. Her physique, charisma, and confidence make her an instant attraction every time she steps into the ring. But this is where Naomi's challenge lands hardest. Jade's career in WWE has yet to truly test her limits. She's beaten talented opponents, yes, but she hasn't faced the kind of adversity that forges legends. Naomi's arrival changes that. For the first time, Jade faces someone who knows how to weather storms. Someone who doesn't need to prove herself, but chooses to. This isn't a battle between good and bad. It's a battle between two women determined to define greatness in their own way. What this feud means for the women's division beyond the personal rivalry, Naomi's return has reignited something vital in WWE's women's division. Competition at its purest. The locker room feels alive again. Wrestlers like Bayley, Bianca Belair, and Io Sky are watching closely, knowing that whoever wins this feud could redefine the division's hierarchy. Naomi's fire has reminded fans why she's so loved. Her authenticity, her ability to connect, and her resilience make her more than a superstar. She's a symbol of perseverance. Jade's presence, on the other hand, brings in a fresh energy. New fans, new attention, and a new standard of what a champion can look like. Together, they're not just fighting for a title. They're fighting for representation, respect, and evolution. WWE now has a golden opportunity. Build this rivalry carefully, let the promos breathe, and give the eventual match the spotlight it deserves on a grand stage like the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania. Done right, this feud could be the cornerstone of a new era for the women's division. One built on passion, respect, and the kind of storytelling that reminds everyone why they fell in love with wrestling in the first place. Legacy, redemption, and the road. Ahead, Naomi's return isn't just another storyline, it's a statement of purpose. After years of highs, lows, and reinventions, she's back not just as an athlete, but as a woman who knows her worth. She's not here to rebuild. She's here to reclaim. Her message to Jade Cargill wasn't cruelty. It was truth, wrapped in confidence. And whether you side with Naomi's experience or Jade's rise, there's no denying that this confrontation is the spark WWE desperately needed. The women's division feels alive with possibility again. Fans are picking sides, debates are raging online, and anticipation is through the roof. When Naomi and Jade finally meet in that ring, it won't just be about the title, it'll be about everything that defines greatness: passion, pride, and perseverance. One represents the glow of a hard-earned legacy, the other, the shine of a rising empire. And when those two lights collide, the entire WWE Universe will be watching to see who truly stands tall when the dust settles. One thing's certain: Naomi's glow has returned, and SmackDown will never be the same again.